In this video, we'll give you a clear overview of 10 cities and towns on the French Riviera. We'll show you all of them from the air and from street level, along with their map location. From west to east, Saint-Tropez, Fréjus, Grasse, Cannes, Antibes, Vence, Nice, Villefranche, Monaco, Menton. We are a French family, former travel planners, and we run a user-friendly France travel guide, culturefrancia.com. Check the description, you'll find our page about these cities and towns, plus our interactive map. First up, let's head over to Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is a small coastal town on the French Riviera, once a simple fishing village. Today, it's world famous for its mix of luxury, beaches, and laid-back Mediterranean vibes. One main part of Saint-Tropez is its port, where colorful facades face the water. Here, small fishing boats sit right next to impressive yachts. You can stroll around the harbor, grab a drink on a terrace, and just watch the scene. Right behind the port, you'll find the old town, with cute narrow streets. The pastel houses, small squares, and quiet corners give you a more authentic feel. And as you walk higher, you can reach the citadel, overlooking the town and the sea. Now, let's head over to Fréjus. Fréjus is one of those places on the French Riviera that has two different parts. On one side, you've got beaches, sunshine, and that laid-back seaside vibe. And on the other, you are walking in Roman and medieval history. The city was founded in ancient times, and you can still see some remains today. As you wander in the historic center, you'll pass quiet squares, stone buildings, and narrow streets that feel timeless. And there's also the cathedral, which is worth visiting. Then, just a few minutes away, you reach Fréjus plage, where everything shifts to a modern beach atmosphere. And Port Fréjus, buzzing with restaurants around the marina. Now, let's head over to Grasse. Grasse is in the Côte d'Azur backcountry. It's perched on the first hills behind Cannes, and it's known as the world's perfume capital. Its old town feels like a real step back in time, with a maze of narrow streets and little shaded squares. Around you, you see old buildings from the 17th and 18th centuries, with warm colors and a very local vibe. Back in the 18th century, glove makers started extracting floral essences. And that's how perfume slowly got over the town. This know-how is even listed as UNESCO Cultural Heritage. And today, this history is still part of everyday life here. The town has a perfume museum and historic factories, with some of them open to visitors. Now, let's head over to Cannes. Cannes sits around the bay that shares its name. The city stretches along the sea with a long waterfront that sets the tone. This is where glamour and everyday Mediterranean life mix together naturally. That famous seaside boulevard is named La Croisette. You walk along the palm trees with luxury hotels on one side and the sea on the other. A few steps away from the seafront, the city feels more urban. Shops, cafes, and restaurants fill the streets just behind La Croisette. And there is Le Suquet, the old town of Cannes. Old stone houses and small restaurants give this area a totally different vibe. There, the streets get quieter and more authentic as you climb. And at the top, you can reach the best viewpoints in the city. From there, you can look out over the harbor, the bay, and the nearby islands. Now, let's head over to Antibes. Antibes is right between Nice and Cannes. This city mixes seaside life with a deep sense of history, going all the way back to Greek and Roman times. The heart of Antibes is the old town, surrounded by stone ramparts that once protected the city. As you walk inside, you move between narrow streets, small squares, and colorful facades. It feels local and authentic. The ramparts are also one of the best places for a walk, with views over the sea and the harbor. Below, Port Vauban stands out as one of the biggest marinas in Europe, packed with boats of all sizes. The city is also known for its art scene, with the Picasso Museum set inside an old castle by the sea. Antibes leaves you with that simple feeling that you could slow down and stay a little longer. Now, let's head over to Vence. Vence is a quiet hill town just a short drive inland from the sea. Right away, you feel a slower pace here, far from the crowded coastline. As you enter the old town, you walk within a medieval outline that still shapes the historic center. The streets are narrow, full of stone buildings, small squares, and shaded corners. Vence has long attracted artists who came for the light, the calm, and the views. You can feel that artistic soul as you walk around, without it ever feeling forced or flashy. If you're looking for an authentic, quieter Riviera town, Vence fits this vibe. Now let's head over to Nice. Nice is the most iconic city on the French Riviera, located between the Mediterranean Sea and the foothills of the Alps. It's the largest city on the French Riviera and one of the most important urban centers in the south of France. The city is known for its long seafront, named Promenade des Anglais. This wide walkway runs next to the beaches, with palm trees on one side and the sea on the other. Behind the seafront, the old town of Nice reveals a very different atmosphere, with narrow streets, colorful facades, and small lively squares. Here, Mediterranean influences are everywhere, creating a mix of French and Italian vibes. Nice is also a city of contrasts, where historic areas meet large modern avenues. From the port area to the hilltop viewpoints, the city offers many different perspectives over the sea. Now, let's head over to Villefranche-sur-Mer. Villefranche is a very small seaside town, almost like a village. It's tucked between the city of Nice and the headland of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. In front of you, the bay opens wide, calm and deep, with water that shifts between blue and green. As you walk in the old town where the streets slope gently toward the sea, everything feels close, human, and easy to explore on foot. You pass pastel buildings and narrow lanes that feel untouched by time. Down at the harbor, colorful boats float quietly, and the atmosphere feels relaxed. Villefranche-sur-Mer is like a representative sample of the French Riviera. Now, let's head over to Monaco. The Principality of Monaco sits right between the sea and the mountains. It feels packed with energy, and it's famous pretty much everywhere. What makes Monaco special is how it blends old history with pure luxury. The historic heart is Monaco City, also called the Rock, where the Prince's Palace looks out over the sea. Walking around up there feels calm and almost timeless, with narrow streets and the main square. And right on the edge of the cliff, there is also the big oceanographic museum hanging above the water. Then you've got Monte Carlo, where everything shifts to a glamorous vibe. That's where you'll see the famous casino, luxury hotels, high-end shops, and supercars cruising by. That mix of history, views, events, and lifestyle is what makes Monaco so unique. Finally, let's head over to Menton. Menton sits right next to the Italian border. It's often described as the Pearl of France, with a calm and sunny atmosphere. The town is built between the sea and the hills, which gives it a very layered look when you see it from the waterfront. One of the first things you notice is the old town rising above the harbor, with pastel-colored buildings stacked on the slope. Walking in the old town feels slow and intimate, with narrow streets and stairways. Halfway up, you reach the Saint-Michel Basilica area, where the view opens up over the sea and the rooftops below. Thanks to its mild microclimate, it's also known for its many gardens located nearby, filled with exotic and Mediterranean plants. Menton is famous for its lemons, which have become a true symbol of the town over the years. Now that you've got a clear overview of these cities and towns, for more info about them, check out our website culturefrancia.com. The link is in the description. And for more videos about the French Riviera region, check out our playlist popping up on the screen. And to support what we do, like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. See you in the next video.